Check out these quotes. We want this club back to where it was more than a decade ago, to a club that wins the Premier League and can win the Champions League. We are really a long way from that, I think.
We are Manchester United, bro. I do not let the standards drop because I'm holding on to what my club actually is, bro. We're a club.
I feel like that's just excuses. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you watched the game yesterday, solid performance. Especially from the first half. Obviously, some players are out, but Garnacho, you might want to watch out. Because surely Sancho starts over Garnacho. And then Amad Diallo should start over Anthony, hopefully, in most of the games. Hopefully, Ten Hag favors that pair over the other pair. And then even the center forward, it's spotted out, especially the way they played. Rasmus Haaland, I think he's going to definitely. First half, there was strong intent for possession and keeping the ball and fast movement, giving goes and things like that. Which I don't know about you, but that was one of the best first halves of Manchester United play I've seen in a while. Like, I'm not getting too hyped. I know that this is preseason. I know that Rangers isn't Premier League, but just the style of play is what I've been missing from Manchester United. Oh my gosh. So I don't want to get too hyped. Still have some more games to play. We have Arsenal next week. So, still preseason, sure. But the style of play in the first half is what I would love to see throughout. So we shall see. Midfielder, Collier, baller, straight baller. Don't know where he came from, and I will be doing some more research because he is a player that I like to see. I would even say I'd rather him than Bruno, but some people might roast me in the comments, but I just don't really care for the way Bruno Fernandes plays. Not saying he's not good, but just not my cup of tea. Collier, really love him in there, especially when Mano gets in there. I feel like those two will really fit. Casemiro, he's more the pit bull. He's not too technical as far as like on the feet and with one touch and being pressed. So someone, or maybe another type of 8, center defensive mid in there that has a little more poise, can really make the balance work. But love seeing what I'm seeing. But yeah, in the game, goals from Ahmad, also a goal from one of the youngsters, Hugh Gill. So good to see. Glad they got the win. Lenny Yoro, very fast, very technical. Of course, he's young, so he'll make mistakes here and there, but he'll grow with experience. And I definitely think it's a solid signing from the beginning. I also like the left back. Now, sure, he may not be as technically gifted as Shaw at the moment, but definitely a solid player and definitely needs some competition in there as far as that position. But the team looks solid. Another midfielder, another forward, and I think honestly, I think even now we should try to challenge for the title. I think that's the whole point of playing, right? What I don't like about Erik ten Hag's comments is I feel like he's already trying to give you a perspective that we're not close to winning. So if we do win, it's a surprise. And I don't like that mentality. I think that, we've seen it before. Leicester City, when they came in and got promoted, I know this is a while back, and I know their team was actually good, in general, but still, no one expected them to win. I'm sure they weren't going into the season, saying, hey, we'll win the title, but we'll still give it a shot, right? So I think that Erik ten Hag still needs to be 1 or 2, definitely get a trophy. I don't like the excuses at the beginning. Of course, like I said, who am I? Just a guy on a green screen. But I did like the way that we have started. I'm not trying to get too hyped. We got Arsenal next week, but I am excited to watch again. And it's been a while. There's been some times where I don't even care when they play because it's so boring to watch the team that you love. Right. So I don't want to get too emotional, so we won't get into it. I'm just kidding. But yeah, it was really good to see. It's good to see the players that are coming forward, and I'm excited for the future. What are your thoughts? Who do you think the player of the game was? Are you excited to see? Did you like Collier? Do you think him and Mano will work together in the midfield? And did you like Lenny Yoro? Did you like his first display? I know that this isn't the hardest competition, but they look solid. Did they not? They look solid, right? It was in one of those ones where it's like you don't want to turn your head away from. You know what I'm saying? There's some games I've fallen asleep on. So, yeah, great to see. And then what do you think about Ten Hag's comments? Do you feel that he's already making excuses for himself? Do you think he'll last till Christmas? I'm not trying to say Ten Hag out right now because, hey, he's got some players on his hands. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. We may, a lot of the players that we do have aren't that good or they weren't that good. Like come on, Garnacho, Hoyland, McTominay, Bruno. I mean, even Anthony, you know what I'm saying? Like that's sometimes was our front line. And yes, I get it. So now that's changing, I'm definitely willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. The pressure should be on, but I don't think that we should be cool with, I still think the standards should be held super high. Or if all fails, if the play on the field is beautiful and just enjoyable to watch again, I'll be happy. What are your thoughts, though? Do you think he will last till Christmas? Do you think he won't? I'm sure those other supporters out there, they're probably getting nervous. We're actually making some moves, and it definitely seems like we should be taken more serious. So it's good to see. It's definitely a good time to be a Manchester United fan or soccer supporter in general, to a degree, depending on what the topic is. If you made it this far, I really appreciate you watching. If you like this type of content, man, leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. But yeah, catch you guys in the next video. Later.
Saeed, talk to me, fam.
Listen, we here, man. They said the United poll wasn't strong. They said Ineos who? Yeah? They doubted this badge, man. They doubted it. You see this? That's what we call a team, Man United. Yeah? Don't chat to man. Where are these, man?